Here we are at Antietam Creek Campground. This one, the national park, charges $20 a night. I think it's more for car access because there's a road right there and there may be a parking lot. I don't see it. You're supposed to pay 20 bucks, so and I don't see a system to pay, so maybe next time. You can do it online. And they have 2 pit toilets and then 2, looks like recently added chemical toilets. Yeah, and what's good is you're right by the Potomac, although there's not much of a beachhead. It looks like it drops off pretty quick, but I could be wrong. And it's about 9 o'clock. On my way to Burkholder's Baked Goods in Sharpsburg. Reminds me of my water gap trip I did last year. Really pretty. A few cars have passed me, no shoulder. So this is the bed and breakfast at Antietam. I didn't stay here, but in hindsight maybe I should have, because it was really muggy and I was really sweaty from yesterday. A shower would have been nice. So that's the road up. I'm going to go down that way and let you know how it is. I came in from the campground, which was more around this way. I came up to Main Street, now I'm coming up this, but you can see the hill there probably. I came up this road off of Main Street. That's Main Street down there. And luckily, I found this market, Battleview Market and Deli, which was an oasis to me because I was able to get breakfast refilled with some Gatorades. Basically a convenience store with a little cafe inside. So here we are at Antietam Visitor Center. There's an admission fee. There's a museum in there, and then they have a 30-minute film. It is a little bit of an uphill to get here. I ended up going past it to, as I said, Antietam Creek Campground. I stayed there for the night, so I backtracked about 3 miles to get here. It's just outside of Sharpsburg. If you were to be coming from Pittsburgh, you could actually not go down as far as I did, get off at mile marker 73 or something towards Sharpsburg and head up. As I mentioned, there is that bed and breakfast there. Really powerful memorial. 23,000 men killed, wounded, or missing in one day, one 12-hour period, the largest in U.S. history. So over the ridge there is the battlefield, and just like you see in the movies, troops marching across the field. It's quite expansive view. This is Huckleberry Campsite. Probably won't stop and take too many more videos because they're all very similar. There's a pump up there. I need to get to Brunswick and make this creek crossing. Get some supplies at the campground store and keep moving. It's 1 o'clock. I think I'm hoping to get there by 2. And that puts me 55 miles, I think, from DC. I'm just past an inlet lock. Not exactly what mile marker, maybe 65 if I'm lucky. I just took a picture of some rafters, all these rocks out there. Maybe it's rapids, but it's quite nice. So I'm just past Harper's Ferry here, literally just a few hundred feet past the bridge over into the town. Didn't go in, as I said. I've got to make the Brunswick Family Campground to get bearings of what this detour looks like. I've already ridden 20 miles, so I think I'm at mile 60. Brunswick Family Campground here, and I just had a rear flat, a pinch flat. I should have seen that coming because I checked the tires this morning and I figured, oh, they're holding air, and I checked them and I don't have a pressure gauge, so I didn't want to put too much air in. I could stay tonight and get a really early start, being it's 3 o'clock, but I really want to get past this closure, and I don't want to have 55 miles ahead of me tomorrow, so I'll probably just camp at one of the hiker-biker sites tonight. There's the closure there. National Park Service facility is closed to public use because of emergency conditions. From what they told me, it's about a mile up the road. So let's see what it is. Here it is. I made it across the creek. Really lucky again with the weather. Can't really say that enough. I mean, I didn't get my feet wet at all. I was able to just step across these rocks. I think the first gentleman I asked about it maybe 2 days ago, I think he said it was up to his knees when he crossed. He had sandals on, so he wasn't too concerned about it. And maybe he walked through a different part, I'm not sure. I was able to cross no problem. Okay, there's the washed out culvert. That's a railroad track behind it that survived, and they evidently dumped all that stone you see to reinforce the bridge or culvert for the railroad. But that's where the trail is, right there. And then I'm coming down this way, and there's a path here. I've taken most of my stuff. I just need to bring one more load of bags and then the bike up to the other side. Here we are at Point of Rocks. Deli on the Rocks is this pizza joint I stopped at. Had a what he calls a Caesar salad, although it has feta cheese on it. Seems kind of strange to me, but what do I know? It was good though. And then I got a tuna sandwich for tonight, since I'm probably going to be roughing it in a primitive campground. I'm just going to go till it gets dark tonight in the Point of Rocks and on my way. I don't know where I am, but it sure is pretty. Obviously on an aqueduct. Beautiful time of day to be here. It's 6:21. So I just came from that direction. Just gonna ride till it gets dark and find a hiker biker site and go from there. So here is Marble Quarry hiker biker camp. It's actually not bad. You're above the Potomac there. Well water. I'm gonna go to Turtle Run and maybe call it a day from there. See how far. Chisel Creek is the next one after that. This one's not bad, Marble Quarry. So this is Chisel Branch Campground. It's about, I took my watch off, I want to say it's probably close to 8 o'clock. Kind of like this campground because I have a little beachfront property, as they say. I can walk down there and go down into the Potomac. A lot of the sites are elevated, at least from what I can tell in the drive-by. And the few I've stopped at, that you can't really get down to the water, but this one has a beautiful view. Someone was nice enough to leave me some Sentinella candles because the mosquitoes are really bad. Did like 50 miles today. I think I'm at mile marker between 30 and 31. Should give me a rather good ride into DC tomorrow. To get in maybe in the afternoon would be nice to sort of relax, get a shower, because I had one in 2 days. That's one of the biggest things I'm adjusting to is the humidity in the shower, because you just get this sticky feeling. But I want to say it's below 20 and before 16, because 16 is my next detour scheduled, or at least on the website. There were some sheer rocks along here, a lot of fallen trees. There's the Potomac. I haven't reached Great Falls, is that what it's called, where all the rapids are yet. I don't know if that's a detour or not. Getting closer. Now, one thing when you're camping, don't camp under a tree or a branch. So last night when I was sleeping, I heard a huge crash. And it was like, must have been a huge branch falling, because there's quite a bit of fallen trees, as you can see, in this forest. So just be aware of that when you put up your tent, that your tree you're under is safe. There's some people on the trail. Haven't seen too many people. I don't know how far we are from. I just passed a trailhead, Swain's Lock House. Under restoration. I think there's a tavern up here, and there's another detour after the one that's here, I believe. Hopefully get breakfast somewhere. area. I might want to guess them at mile marker 14 maybe. Really pretty area of the towpath. Quite a few more people, obviously. This goes up to the falls. But really rocky terrain. A lot different looking. Just past mile marker 12. Getting back to the stagnant water on the left, it looks like. Went through a really pretty section with the cliffs and the granite, and pretty much after the falls, which I checked out. The one thing is it's a much coarser gravel now, so I'm feeling it a lot more bumps wise with my small 32 on the back. And I have a 35 mil on the front, but it's definitely a coarser ride, plus the aluminum bike doesn't help. So once you get past the falls, it's quite rough. Drop down onto the Crescent River Trail, Crescent something trail, for a little bit. It starts at, I don't know, mile marker 4 or 5, and basically the towpath is right there. I'm about to cross back over to the towpath to finish the ride, but this is here if you want it. I figured I'd take advantage of it because I am a little tired and sore. So a little smooth path, although it's kind of rooty. Some of those roots that break up the asphalt. Look at that, Washington Monument, look at that.